Good fucking morning, America. Jericho Green here with you again. And tell your ear hole it won't be Santa coming down the chimney this year. It'll be me shoving this unwrapped gift in your ear hole to the bristle. Now, if you've been listening to the clown-ass clowns on CNN and MSNBC, this is it for old Trump. He will be impeached because he has committed a felony. And when the party of the Klan, the party of oppression, the party of racism takes control in January, they will start the proceedings. It's a done deal, people, according to them. Now, what in the hell did Trump do? I'll tell you what he did. He used campaign funds to pay off a whore. He was approached and they said, look, unless you want our affair to get out and you want me to fuck your whole campaign up, you better pay me 130 G's. So Trump contacted his lawyer and said, hey, pay this fucking bitch off. Let's keep it quiet so I can move forward and take this White House. And that's what he did. But they're going to tell you that that's a crime. Somehow that was illegal. Not only was it illegal, it wasn't a misdemeanor, it was a felony. Well, I'm here to tell you people, that's a bunch of bullshit. No, it's not. There's no law against paying an extortionist. When you threaten to do something or say something about somebody, unless they give you something, that's called extortion. That's what happened. That's not illegal. And even if he used campaign funds to do it, as long as he reimbursed the campaign, I guess, account, or he replaced that money, it would be all right. Now, you hear him, Pelosi, that sagging-faced bitch, Maxine Waters, a.k.a. Aunt Pearl from 227, and so on. You hear them saying that we need to impeach Trump, and we will. But if they're going to do that to Trump, where the fuck were they when Obama did it? Because if you remember that racist turd, Jeremiah Wright, his reverend, that he said he sat in his pews for 20 years and never heard him say any crazy shit, he offered to pay him off too. Because during the 2008 campaign, Jeremiah Wright, some shit was dug up where he said that 9/11 was America's chickens coming home to roost. And Obama was afraid that he was going to say some more incendiary shit, and he wanted him not to. So he had one of his folks email him and tell him, hey, we need you to keep it quiet. Obama set up a meeting and basically told him, look, I understand you have to tell the truth and all this shit, but you're going to mess it up for me. So I need you to stay quiet and don't do any public speaking engagements until after the election. This is all in some guy's book. This guy wrote a book called The Amateur, and he interviewed Jeremiah Wright, and Jeremiah Wright was telling him this. He was telling him how they offered him 150 G's to keep his mouth shut. And Obama didn't want him saying any more shit. He was already getting enough trouble. There was already a big enough fire that he had to stamp out. So during one of his speeches after this, he was saying that, oh, I can't disown Jeremiah Wright. It's just like disowning the black community. Well, Barry, you dickhead, you basically disowned the black community because you didn't do shit for 8 years, you fucker. So how can Obama get away with paying off Jeremiah Wright to keep his mouth shut, but Trump needs to be kicked out of the White House because he paid some whore to keep her mouth shut? It's another example of the double fucking standard. Trump's not going to be impeached for shit. You think this man got this far without covering his ass? Without crossing his T's and dotting his fucking I's? You think he doesn't have a team of hungry, savage fucking lawyers going over every single thing he says and does before it's out to the public? You think this man would be dumb enough to commit a felony out in the open before he gets elected? Like he didn't know these fucking sharks were watching his every move, combing through every part of his history to find some way to discredit him and keep him from being elected president of the United States. You think this man didn't think of that? You think he didn't talk to his lawyers before he paid that whore a dime? But you can't do that to Obama because he is the exalted one. He is the Messiah. He is a POC. You can't do shit to POCs. If you do anything mean to a POC, you're a POS. And that doesn't make any fucking sense. If you're gonna go after one, go after them all. But this is bullshit. Trump didn't do anything wrong. And he paid the money out of his own personal pocket. You're gonna start telling politicians what they can and can't spend their own money on? Here's something you can tell politicians not to do. Tell them not to spend my fucking money on keeping their victims of sexual assault quiet. Tell them not to use my money to settle lawsuits against people that they felt up or fucked and they weren't supposed to. Why don't you concentrate on that? I thought we were allowed to spend our own money on whatever we wanted to. This is another piece to the witch hunt, to the bullshit case against Trump. Mueller and his fucking ilk have had over 2 years to dig up something substantial, something legit on Trump, and they can't do it. So far, all they have is a bunch of Russians that they want to indict, which won't be fucking extradited over. You think Putin is sending a fucking person over here to face charges in America, to face an American court? Then they got some old shit on some guys, some financial discrepancies from fucking 10 years ago. They don't have shit. They're desperate. They're reaching and clawing for shit, and they're starting to eat their own. And it is beautiful. But why didn't they go after Trump? Why didn't they go after Obama for giving hush money to Jeremiah Wright? I'm still waiting. Trump didn't do shit. Let the shit go. Stop wasting our fucking tax dollars on this bullshit investigation. It's bearing no fucking fruit. If you have a tree in your front yard that's not bearing any fruit, what are you going to do? You're going to fucking get rid of it because it's not bringing anything to the table. But it was all right. It was all right when Obama did it. The exalted one, Saint Obama. Because you can't say anything mean about the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities, even if they're committing a fucking crime. People, you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but these fuckers won't let me. Follow your boy on the Twitters at @green_Jericho. I'm Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.